Temperatures reaching 100 degrees though, actual temperatures is pretty uncommon here in the Carolinas, and we got the chance as we head toward next weekend, and that's why we're giving you the first alert for the worst of the heat coming our way for next week. It's hot, it's humid out the door this morning. We're going to see those temperatures starting out in the 70s up to about 93 this afternoon. Now there is the chance for some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Heat index value right around 100 degrees today. Heat index value above 100 as we head towards Sunday. Very similar though, starting in the 70s up into the 90s. You're going to see a lot of that the next 7 to 10 days. Today though, I think we have the best chance at seeing some thunderstorms and even the potential for some severe weather. Anything that does develop is going to have some heavy downpours with it, a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Very efficient rain-making storms going to be with us this afternoon. Of course, it's going to bring lightning. And then the severe weather aspect of this, best chance is going to be damaging winds. As those thunderstorms just build up and collapse, they produce damaging winds at the surface. It's a level 2 on a scale 1 to 5 for the number of severe storms that we could see. Let's walk you through it today. Here's 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. A few of those thunderstorms trying to get going out across the high country. First line kind of working through the Piedmont, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. Another line potentially coming our way late evening into the overnight period, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. You can see this cluster trying to work right through the I-77 corridor. Now what happens today and overnight tonight will directly affect what goes on tomorrow. This has some showers coming in early tomorrow morning. That'll put a damper on the heat as we head into tomorrow afternoon. But if that doesn't happen, look for a hot and humid day with afternoon showers and thunderstorms. So we're in that kind of domino effect type of weather where what happens today greatly affects what happens over the next 24 to 36 hours. Regardless though, we're going to be hot. Look at these feel like temperatures up into the 105, 106 degree category with actual temperatures around 100 degrees. And that's why we have those first alerts on the board for Thursday and Friday, the hottest of the next 7 to 10 days. But we will have the thunderstorm chances as we head through the week. Those temperatures don't look terrible when you see 100 on the board, but keep in mind the humidity going to make it feel closer to 100 degrees the next couple of days. You're up to date with the latest first alert forecast.
Can gardening help people with Alzheimer's? The unique program planting seeds of hope and connection.
If your forecast says chance of storms, that's not enough. Because chance doesn't tell you when or where it hits or what that means for your day. Only First Alert does. So you're not guessing what might happen, you'll know what will happen. Because you don't plan your day around maybe. WBTV First Alert weather, when we know, you'll know.